Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to Boomzies, issue 31.
Yeah.
A great issue, as always.
And if for those of you who are first time joining us, what's Boomzies? What are we?
Boomzies, as it says in the bottom title card here, is Mass Geek Debate. It is Mass Geek Debate. We debate everything in the geek spectrum, from video games, movies, comic books, TVs, and everything in between. Tonight's
Does not
issue...
tell a lie.
Well, I do not tell a lie.
Well, he tells a lot of lies.
I do tell a lot of lies, but that wasn't a lie.
Straightforward.
I do lie a lot to people. Tonight's first topic, we're going to be talking about the new leaked images for the new Metal Gear game that's been hinted, kind of the rumor mill, and what is Metal Gear game all about?
It's true. And then finally, for our main topic, we're going to go hands-on with this dude. I bought a Vita, and we're going to go really in-depth with it. If you guys got any questions, been kind of on the fence, start thinking of what you want to know about this, and we'll try to answer it as best as possible while having a little fun with this thing.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to be checking out tonight. And also tonight's music, if you've been listening to the background here, is a little soundtrack called Rad Mobile. Or as some of you here in the States may know it as Gale Racer. Great old Sega racer. And that's a soundtrack we're going to be listening to here in the background for Boomzies episode 3. Mass Geek Debate, Mass Geek Debate, Mass Geek Debate. Love it, love it, love it. Everyone's very excited today, so
just scream it.
Woo! So how about we get right into what we've been doing this week, Landon? Sure. What have you been up to this week?
The first thing, as you know, I got the PlayStation Vita. Yeah. We're going to talk more about that obviously later. So I'm going to talk mainly. The first thing I've been doing is I got Hot Shots Golf was one of the games. I got 3 games for it. Tell you more about those later. But the one I've actually been most addicted to, surprisingly enough, has been Hot Shots Golf. I don't know what it is about this game, but I am beyond addicted to it. It's so simple, it's so arcadey, but it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. A friend of mine also purchased a Vita, and he got this game, and so we've been playing this thing online, doing some verses. He came over earlier today. We did a little local multiplayer.
I heard you the man. I heard the Hot Shots man chipping it in.
Yeah, well, I got really lucky today doing the chip-ins against Dirk. When we were playing online, though, man, I was sucking it up. I was bad because you do tournaments online. So you'll go to this online hub, which is like a little central park. You create your own little lobby character, and you run around with this character, and you can jump around.
Your character is so fugly, by the way.
He's really weird.
He might show you this later on, but it's the most atrocious, fugly, creepy thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, because you earn all these different little faces and stuff.
Right.
And so I had a normal looking guy, and then when my friend Dirk was over here, we were like, let's just make our characters as fucked up as possible. And so I did. I've got like this old like dastardly long nose. Like it looks like those old like 1960s cartoon villains that like ties up the women on railroad tracks.
It looks like
just waits.
Oh, what's that character from the what's that character? Oh, Mr. Karate from the SNK games with the big old long nose from SNK.
Yeah, super long. Yeah, so
it's weird.
But it's really fun, and the online tournaments is pretty cool. You go to this lobby, and you'll sign up for these tournaments, and then you'll wait. Tournament might start. You can sign up for tournaments in advance, or you can sign up for them immediately, and then you'll wait, and then there'll be 30 players. You'll jump in, and you'll go through 9 holes, 18 holes, whichever tournament you decide to sign up for, and you're going against 30 different people in this tournament. And your friends can be in there. You can chat with people as you're going through the tournament. The whole time, I'm in a... this is one of the nice features, but I'll talk more about it later on again, is a party chat feature with the PlayStation Vita. The whole time I'm having a conversation, just like the PlayStation Vita is a cell phone on speakerphone with my friend Dirk. The whole time we're doing this online tournament. So that's a separate application, and we're just having a full conversation while we're playing this game. And it was phenomenal. It really, really added to the online experience. Something I haven't had an experience with a handheld at all before. And I loved it. It was phenomenal, and it's just really, really addicting. It's really simple. It's gorgeous. You know, it's arcadey.
It's arcadey, but it plays good. And Hot Shot's one of those games that, you know what you're gonna get. It's like a Ridge Racer. Mm-hmm. You know, it's fun. You're not gonna get anything brand new that you never seen, but it's gonna be quality. It's gonna be solid.
And so it's one of the games.
It's not Little Deviants.
No, it's one of those games that a lot of the games that you'll get for the Vita is very heavy touchscreen. All the menus are touchscreen only. It really pushes that touchscreen. As far as menus, the games that I've played aren't forcing you to do touchscreen. They've all come with an option. This is about the only game I've played so far that is less on the touchscreen and more just on buttons and button controls, and which is a nice refresher. You know, it's a good looking game, plays well, and I like it.
Quality.
So I'm addicted to it. If you get a Vita, this is not a bad choice to go for at all.
Sweet. So. By the way, Saddam from the Neo Geo forums, welcome. Totally corrected me. He was like, oh, Art of Fighting was his first appearance. Like completely schooled me. I was on the fly, man. Don't tell the Neo Geo brethren, man. The NeoGeo.com people, they do not mess about. If they find you, like if Tonk watched this, you don't know this guy, but if he was watching right now, I would be dead.
Yeah.
I would be gone. I would lose my SNK membership because of that. By the way, also, hello Zig the Hunter.
Yeah. Another shout, since he's doing a shout out, the Dirk Durka in the chat, he's the guy that I've been saying.
Yeah.
He's the one that I've been playing Hot Shots Golf with, so hey dude.
You made a few converts,
yeah.
nice.
So and if he's on the chat, if he's gonna stay on the show for a while, he's on my friends list, so we can show off kind of the party chat feature later on if he's still here during the show when we get into the Vita. So the party chat is phenomenal.
And then after the show's over, the naked cam version of the PS Vita.
No promises on that one. No promises.
We can always hope.
What's your first thing you got
my
up to this
first
week?
thing this week actually has been something simple, nothing too grand. Just a little bit of Battlefield 3. I had it. I rented it, had it for the PS3, and then didn't have it, and then now I bought it for the 360 because I really wanted this game. I found it at Family Video for $30. Finally picked it up at that price, which I should have picked it up day after Thanksgiving. And I would have had it this whole time with no problem. But long and short of it, Battlefield 3 is amazing. Huge fan of the series, and they always do great stuff. But it's a bit of a learning curve, but it's a group-based, team-based thing. If you don't have a good team in this game, you will get screwed. You will suck. No doubt about it. So it's kind of the ebb and flow of it. It's great that it's team-based,
yeah.
But if you don't have a good team to play with, you might as well just shut the game off.
Just a totally different experience from playing a Call of Duty.
Exactly. And the one player I played a little bit of, and it's, standard fare. You're kind of, I guess, living through this guy's memories. He's interviewing with these CIA agents. Standard fare. But anyway, Battlefield 3, amazing game.
Sound design's supposed to be phenomenal.
Yeah, sound design is great. The multiplayer experience, it does feel very, like I said, team-based. You have all these different classes and everything, and they've kind of switched things up. So, Battlefield 3, cool. You know it. You love it. It's better than Modern Warfare 3. I said it. I said it. Yeah. What are you going to do about it? Yeah. Nothing. Exactly.
Because they're in a chat. So, don't say hateful words. Is what's
Bad Company 2. And I love Bad Company 2. Exactly. What? Is it true that Brian is the worst puzzle fighter? Oh. Don't you even try to mess with me in Puzzle Fighter, okay? You saw what happened. You were there. You saw the destruction I brought upon, alright? Don't even try to be messing with my Super Puzzle Fighter skills. I will wreck your world. I will bring hell, fire, and brimstone upon your family.
We get it.
Okay? Death. Death will come upon you. So anyway, besides that...
we got an interesting... We do. This week with us... both of us have actually... I went out the day that it was released. Brian just recently went out with his son.
Yeah.
We both went and saw The Secret World of Arrietty, the new Studio Ghibli film.
Yep.
And I'll kind of talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead. You're the first one to see it. Yeah.
For me, I saw it day of. My girlfriend Madison is obsessed with Studio Ghibli. Ghibli, however you'd like to pronounce it. I've seen quite a few of their films. I really like them, and I went into this, high hopes, and I was not disappointed. This movie is really, really solid. It's gorgeous, hand-drawn, illustrations, just wonderful. Always looks good. Studio Ghibli films.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Always look good. And sound in this. Sound blew me away, both from the music from the very beginning to the very end. Well, from the very beginning to the last 3 minutes.
To the last, yeah, exactly.
To the last 3 minutes.
About that.
The music was phenomenal, and then just the sound design too. It's the story it's essentially The Borrowers. If you've ever seen The Borrowers, you got these tiny people that are living inside the walls of this house, and they go out in the middle of the night and borrow, take, steal, however you'd like to say it, small things that full-size humans aren't going to notice are really missing. They aren't essential just for their survival.
Right.
And essentially, the main character is Arrietty, a young girl that is a borrower, going on her first adventure, first borrowing, and gets spotted by this character, and then it ensues from there. And it's just really wonderful. And a really cool thing about this film was, again, in the sound design was. Because the character Arrietty is so small, and this boy, full-size boy, he's huge in comparison to her. And so when you're in her perspective and she's with him, everything's moving really slow. He's big and lumbering, But then when it shows him, it's just moving at normal pace, because that's how it is for him. But to her, he's just this huge lumbering giant. you know, and it was flawless.
It was, and you know, I got a chance to see it. Kind of a cool thing. And Saddam kind of brought something up, a good point that I want to get to. He was saying Ghibli is going all saccharine, still great. I don't see any of the mature things like Mononoke. I will say this isn't like Nausicaa or Princess Mononoke or Ghibli's older films that might have been known to have a little bit more mature themes in it.
Well, this is a story that's already been told.
Right, this is a story that's already been told, and he's been wanting to tell the story for 40 years, from what I've understood. So it's been on his mind. Again, it's definitely not going to be something you're going to see with your frat buddies and be like, yeah, that was so awesome tomorrow. But as far as the film goes, it's still great. I mean, it's kind of like looking at a film like Up or any of the Pixar films. Mm-hmm. They're very clean, they're very kiddish, but they're still great films.
Well, I think you'll get that. You know, as Studio Ghibli progresses, and
this is a different director.
Yeah, this is
a different director.
And as what's the main guy's name? The main director. It starts with an M.
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. There it is. Once his son kind of takes over a little bit more too, I think you're going to get that mature stuff back. As watching Tales of Earthsea, you know, you see a lot of that kind of violence coming back into. So it's going to be an interesting.
Right, and see, that's where I thought Tales of Earthsea was more violent, but I felt Arrietty was a more quality film.
Yeah.
I felt
it was unique.
It was unique, and that's the great thing about it.
The pacing of it was very unique.
I also, as Landon, got to say, I got to bring my son to this. My son's 3. This is his very first movie at a big movie theater, and it's a real big deal for him. I got a couple pictures of him going into here. This is us going up to the theater. That's my wife holding him. He's just pointing at everything. Oh, there's a sign! Oh, look at that! Oh, so cool! And of course we go up here, and he's looking at the poster for it, and then you know, we get him the popcorn and the pop. You know, that's the classic thing. And he's looking through the candy, and then we snuck a camera.
Here's the cool thing, though: Batman shirt.
Batman shirt.
Batman shirt.
And here he is actually watching, and he is fully engaged in this thing the whole time, which I was really impressed with. He just absolutely loved it. We're watching it, and I was really, really excited that he got a chance to see it. What was really funny is we're about to go into the theater, and we're trying to prepare him. We're like, okay, this is going to be really different. It's different from movies we see at home. It's going to be a big screen. We're just telling him, like, everything's bigger. It's bigger. It sounds louder. And he's like, it's louder? It's going to be louder? I'm like, well, yeah. And so the whole time before we go in, he's doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. It's not Transformers. Michael Bay, blow your ears out. You know, it'll be loud, but it won't be too bad. So
plus, it's really great that he gets to... I mean, I've been to other cities, even big cities, and seeing their theater setups, and it's honestly, a lot of times, very piss poor compared to what Wichita has. I'm very, very thankful for Bill Warren, who is...
It's a quality...
He's built...
Yeah.
We've got 3 really fantastic theaters here in town, and
comparable
it's really
to anybody.
Really great to have him.
And so we now got to see a Studio Ghibli film. We got to see a good one. And I want to reiterate what Landon says about the sound design. It's something that I think is different from a lot of American films that I've seen. You know, animated films, they use sound effects, but this, sound effects are used to such a degree that they tell the viewpoint. Okay, for instance, there's one part where Arrietty's riding on the shoulder of this little boy.
Right.
And just in the sound alone, you know whose viewpoint you're looking through. You're walking, and you look at both characters, and then all of a sudden it'll be this huge...
You definitely feel from her... He's very lumbering.
He's lumbering, and then all of a sudden the camera will change, and the sound changes to this.
And it's a nice pace because it's cuts.
It's
the same
cuts.
exact scene, 2 different perspectives.
Right, and they don't do like this huge wide angle fish islands or anything, but it's just these subtleties. I think the first time I noticed it big was when they go into the room and you hear this clock.
Yeah.
And it's this really beautiful. Just
step into the kitchen, I think it is.
And that is the cool thing in the kitchen. There's part of the kitchen where she will go in and she finally sees it. And you see her look at things and she hears the sounds it makes. She hears the sound of the refrigerator. She goes, that's the refrigerator. She hears the sound of the pots, kind of bubbling. And she goes, that's what I... So, because all she's heard is the sound the whole time underneath her. So, it's just just sound design is so beautiful and it really brings you into this film big time. So
now, overall, I think both he and I'll say it, I love this film. I would recommend it for anybody. I mean, any film, it's not perfect. There's about 2 complaints. Very, very minor, like beyond minor. But if we're going to talk about it, we have to say it. For me, I noticed a few times, probably about 2 times in the entire film, I saw perspective off a little bit, where you see Arrietty at her size in like a ratio to a button or
Right.
a leaf or something like that, and then later on it'll be her again to another object, and I'm in my mind putting the size of a button next to this new object that she's around, and it's different.
It's different.
The perspective was a little bit off. I only noticed it probably 2 times.
But you know, Studio Ghibli,
overall
the
it was
good
great.
thing is the animation, I think, covers up for it. I think I know you can check the second
Yeah,
place.
the last thing was the last song. You want to
Oh,
take that?
it's off. Well, this whole thing, the soundtrack is done by this gal who actually sent in a audio tape of her doing this harp, this beautiful music, and she's a huge fan of Studio Ghibli. So she sent this in, and Miyazaki heard it and said, "We need to use this." So they used her soundtrack, and it's just beautiful, ethereal, just perfectly fits the theme of this.
I think everything kind of had a bit of a
Celtic,
is
yeah,
what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say, yeah.
Celtic kind
Yeah.
of feel, upbeat, and then the very end, there's some credits rolling. There's still some animation, and all of a sudden, this Americanized, "It's summertime, you were my best friend,
Yeah.
orange popsicles and flowers," and you're just like, your whole mind is just like,
Yeah, it wasn't. It was off. And the kind of crummy thing is like I think that's the only song that's like if you go to like Amazon.com right
That's
now,
the only
and
one available.
that's the only song that's available. Like I want the entire soundtrack. I don't just want that song because that song, you know, while it's okay, it's not the worst song in the world, but it's like when you get this wonderful plethora of sound and music throughout the entire film,
Right, it just completely
and then you finish
ruins
with that.
it, yeah.
It's just kind of like I could have done.
the
Without
Set the
that,
Creep says
but-
Empire Strikes Back was a perfect film. This was a pretty darn good film.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good,
I'm not
perfect
gonna-
film.
I'm not gonna
And it wasn't,
argue.
even it wasn't even directed by George Lucas.
Well, yeah. When
Coinky dink?
the second and
I
third one.
think not. So anyway, I think like Glenn and I said, we're in agreement about it. So go check it out.
I think so, yeah. And the
It's
nice thing
well
is,
worth
it's while it is, I would say, maybe more driven towards kids
Yeah,
a little bit,
saccharine.
but it's still such a nice-hearted film.
And the storyline, and I think you or I would agree, the classic American storyline is the antagonist and bad guy, or whoever you want to say. These two people meet, they go on an adventure, and then a misunderstanding happens,
Yeah.
and they fall out, and at the last minute they come back together. And then the other thing that happens in movies is the classic faux fake ending, like, oh, here's the fake where you think it climaxes, but no, it's gonna go even bigger. This film actually ebbs and flows, and when it ends, you feel like,
Yeah.
okay, this is where it should end. It doesn't feel like they pushed it forward
Yeah,
another
well,
15 minutes to
And you
get
just,
more out of it.
you just walk out of that film just feeling
You-
nice
you
and
feel darn
happy.
good.
It's
It is.
it's worth watching. End of story on that.
If you're depressed, go
worth,
watch it.
Worth watching.
Very much worth watching. So, anyway, that's what we've been up to this week.
Yep.
Let's get into our first topic of the night, which we're talking about the new Metal Gear game. Some rumors coming around about the new game. There's been some pictures released, and we're going to talk about that and kind of get your guys' opinion on what you think this is all could be about. Because this is the next Metal Gear Solid game.
Let's start some rumors.
Let's start some rumors. Let's just make them true.
Yeah.
They might not be true. Let's just say they are. Let's just say they are true completely and honestly. So, of course, as always, if you want to call us up here at Boomzies, you can call us up on a landline, 316-778-0730, or contact us via Skype at Boomzies.
Yep.
And you'll be able to come up here on the show.
If you didn't write those down, they're going to be here.
Yep.
Oh, there it is, right there.
There it is.
Poof,
What do you
look at
know? Poof. They're right there
Boom.
for you. Right
Magic.
now. So I'll go up
Yeah,
and
start
bring up a
with
couple
this,
images here and show you. This was revealed in
To their website. Right?
well, part of their website. Actually, I first saw it when they were revealing it on Facebook. They were doing some job postings, essentially, which a friend of mine got interviewed. I won't talk about that, but a friend of mine got interviewed.
Yeah.
Actually got to talk to Kojima.
Wow, that's cool.
Cool. I don't know about that.
You walk out with an autograph at least?
No, phone interview.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
damn.
got no more than that. I need 61. Yeah, exactly. But these are the pictures that were revealed for a new project, classified, and so there's been a lot of talk about this, what it could be, possibly, and the rumors are flying around. The kind of what I'm hearing is, and what some people mentioned here is, Diamond Dogs. That's what his arm patch says, which is an allusion to a David Bowie song, because Kojima's a huge fan of David Bowie.
Well, he always makes references.
Right, exactly. And
Always, everything's got to be a reference.
it's got to be referenced to
something.
something. It's called a Rhodesian Ridgeback. That's the dog, and it was developed in southern Africa, meaning they bred this dog with roots tied to a Dalmatian. So they kind of are saying South Africa, Zanzibar land. Could this be the creation whether it's after or before Outer Haven.
Yeah.
There's the question. So, for you out in the audience, type here or call us and tell us what you think. And Landon, what are your thoughts on this whole thing? I mean, just
the first thing that I'm gonna kind of think, because I don't know how I could speculate on what the story's gonna be about, but I'm willing to bet this might be a Vita title, just because.
You think it's gonna be a Vita?
Vita, because of how crazy in love Kojima is with the Vita.
He's in love with it.
Yeah, he's practically Sony's spokesperson for this thing. Like he's in love with it. He thinks it's just. I mean, he's had nothing but positive, high things to say about it. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this might be a PlayStation Vita title.
I would be hoping dual, like they do with Dragon's Crown. It's a PS Vita.
Well, yeah,
PS3
I think, and that's the wonderful
cool.
thing about the Vita, which obviously we're going to talk about it more later, is that's possible.
Right.
It's possible that this can be a full PlayStation 3 wonderful release, and awesome,
playable on your
playable on the Vita.
Infamous 7 says next MGS is either going to be a big boss game set in the late 1980s in Africa, or remakes of the old Metal Gear games on the MSX. Which I would love to see Big Boss in the 80s, because we haven't really seen him. We've seen him in 4, quote unquote. We've seen him in his old age, or as he just died, and then we've seen him in his formative years, but we've never seen like the middle, like, I'm the man, I'm the big boss, I've got control.
Right.
Like, when he this looks like, to me, if you look, and we'll bring the picture again, he looks like a bad dude.
Yeah.
He looks like a bad guy. So I think this is going to be when he finally turns and says, I'm done being this quote-unquote good guy. I'm done playing by the rules.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the bad guy now. So...
And then we've also got here, there's a Kojima kind of released these a while ago. Didn't give any... As far as I know, I might be wrong. I might have done a little less research on this than necessary. But he released these screens here of the next Kojima game. Not saying if it's going to be Metal Gear Solid related, or it might be a whole new IP. It might be something, who knows. But he's released these screens. The right screen is showing off this new technology that they're kind of introducing, which is a see-through ability to where in the clothing, if it's wet or something, you can maybe see through that. See their skin through the shirt, see maybe a bra line, anything like that.
Kojima nipple technology.
Yeah.
See-through nipples in Metal Gear Solid 5.
So it's cool technology that they're playing with. So who knows if these are even closely related or if they're not.
This is a good point too, and I saw in the listing Infamous saying they said they're hiring for next-gen consoles on high-end PCs. So I imagine, because now that Kojima isn't focusing on Metal Gear Rising, now that's with Platinum Games, Kojima himself, he has tons of times now, because he doesn't have to worry about developing that. So I think they're moving on to the next game that will integrate with the Vita, possibly. I mean, I
think for as crazy as he is over the Vita, I don't see them. There's going to be some sort of implementation of it.
A Kojima porn production. That's right.
Basically.
Full on. You wanted it now. Master Miller and Snake.
Okay.
Hot, full-on Metal Gear Love.
All right, we get it.
Metal Gear Rex and Metal Gear Ray, doggy style.
Save the rest of this for awkward voice time at the end.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Let me put that in my pocket.
Yeah.
Awkward voice time.
Yep.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, and they're saying it's going to be major gaming consoles and the PC. So, in the end, though, we are going to get a new Metal Gear on home consoles.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm the most excited about. I was kind of disappointed because at one point there was a thought that this new Metal Gear game would be actually the boss, the girl boss, in the 50s.
Well, who knows? That still could happen.
Could be part of it. Yeah,
He has clearly with Metal Gear Solid 2, he's thrown you a complete curveball.
And Metal Gear Solid 3 with a curveball
in multiple situations. So everything that we could see could be a complete lie.
Tactical sexual action, Metal Gear X. That's right. What is your thought about Metal Gear Rising? Kind of sub-question. What is your thought about it?
It's going to be cool. I mean, you are beyond enthusiastic about it.
Oh, I am.
Metal Gear Rising is going to be a blast. I think, with who's behind it, Platinum Games, it's going to play phenomenally. It's going to be high impact, high action, extremely over the top. I mean, you've got Raiden with all these insane powers. It's going to be just a thrill ride for me, I think. In the purest sense of the word, it's going to be a thrill ride of a game.
Yeah.
I don't know how much... I think it's going to be a step away from Metal Gear Solids in terms of story and how involved that story is. Who knows? It might have a phenomenal, really in-depth, lots of cutscenes that you're kind of used to with Metal Gear Solid. But with a highly action game like that, I don't know if it's going to really mesh
as far
well.
as Metal Gear Rising goes, I'm like, I'm not really all excited. No, I'm freaking excited about that game.
Okay. Awkward now.
The game needs to come out now. I want it. I want it now. I'll pay whatever you want. How much do you want? How much do you want? Platinum. What?
Metal Gear
Ring me.
Fruit Ninja.
Ring me. Ring me. I'll call. Yeah, let me do it. I'll buy it right now. You got the beta? You got an alpha.
I love that though.
You just got a code? You just got a code in a Word document? Yeah, whatever. Billions of dollars? Go ahead, I'll take it. That's how excited I am. And that's how excited the rest of you should be. If not, pray to whatever God you believe in. Because judgment's coming.
Alright.
Anyway, that's my thoughts on
Yeah, a little awkward. Alright. But
so anyway, that's all. I don't really know anything else about the rumor. It's just...
Well, there really aren't much rumors.
There aren't much rumors. I think
pretty
it's
much
just what we talked about.
It's a picture.
It's
We've started
a pretty
the rumors.
picture. And we
so
did start
expand
the
on them.
So expand them, talk about them, spread them. Like a gonorrhea.
No, I
like
think,
herpes.
well, there's other... no.
Like...
Stop. Not good references.
Oh.
No.
But you get the idea.
Nope.
Nope. And moving on
Yeah.
to our next topic of this episode, which I'm very excited about. We're going to be doing an in-depth, interactive review of the PS Vita, which our friend Landon here
Yeah, I bought that.
Tell us,
anybody
sit back.
Sure. Anybody in the chat have a Vita? If anybody else has one, feel free to chime in. Because I've been playing this thing quite a bit. There might be some stuff in here that I haven't actually messed with yet.
I have a copy. I will trade it for War Pinball Table. No! It's already sold. I told you tried the pizza slice, and now you're trying for that. No. Go on, sir.
So I bought the system.
Did you buy it day of?
I bought it day of. I bought it over my lunch break. I bought the Wi-Fi model. I didn't buy the 3G model.
That seems a bit excessive to me because
I
in this
have
day and
I have no
age,
need for it.
where are you going to be like, oh, I'm in the middle of the desert. I'd really like to download a game. I'd really like to play online.
Well, here's the thing. It's fine if you want to buy the 3G model. I'm sure it's appropriate for some people. For me, it's not appropriate. I've got, if I really need, I got this Vita. I'm out running around. I'm in a place that I don't have Wi-Fi. If I am desperate and dying for a new game experience, if I need to surf the web, if I need to do anything like that, phone.
Yeah, you got the phone.
I'm going to use the phone.
You've got that available to you.
So, I don't need the 3G. I
And
don't need the
anywhere
extra
you're
fee.
going to be, more than likely is going to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
As time goes along.
Anywhere that I'm going to play this thing for extended period of time. That
Right.
I'm going to need to download something.
You're
or do an
taking a
update.
dump, Wi-Fi's around.
Yeah, sure.
Have you taken a dump with that yet?
No.
Have you sat on the jump with that yet?
No, I have not.
Well, then you haven't broken it in yet.
I know, okay.
It is officially
I'm
not
sorry.
broken in until
It's
you
not
take a
broken
dump
in.
with it.
So here's the thing. It's pricey. It's $250. For me, I told myself I was gonna wait for a little bit. I got my income tax money back, and I was like, it's not gonna matter if I buy it next month or I buy it now. Like, I'm just gonna buy it. I've been looking up the reviews; they've been fantastic. I went into Target. I played the demo of it at Target for like 35 minutes, just standing there, just playing. I'm like, I love this thing. So I got it. I took it home. Since I've opened it up, like, it's well worth the money. I mean, for all the stuff that's built into this thing, it's worth it. Honestly, I mean, $250 is a lot of money for anybody, anyways. So
Right.
I can understand why some people can't go
compare,
and
and
purchase
the
it.
one thing I do have to compare it to, even though it is $250 is a lot of money, but if you compare it to other devices out there, tablets and phones,
For everything that's built into this,
right? How much? I mean, you would be. It sound like how much would you pay for this? Not $19.99, not even $14.99. But yeah, there'd be other devices that would be just as expensive or more.
Well, and CD Dan brings up a point. He's like $250 plus forced memory card. Yeah, but the thing is, you can find these deals. Like, be a smart consumer, and that's the biggest thing. When I bought this, I went to Target for two reasons. Target had a special that nobody else had, where if you buy the system, you get a free 4 gig stick. 4 gig sticks is not huge, but it's plenty enough for me to just do game saves at this point.
It's big enough for what you need.
Yeah,
It's big enough to fit in the hole.
God, yeah.
If you know what I mean.
So it's plenty enough to get me by with game saves for now. Once I start downloading full game releases, that's going to fill up really quick. So I will have to buy one again later on. But it is a new memory card, and they're fairly pricey right now. They're going to drop in price, and people are going to be doing sales. Well, I'm not saying that we're being smart consumers. I'm not saying you're stupid for not buying it right now. It's a choice. It's a choice. I'm not trying to sell anybody on it, but If you purchase one, it is a really good product.
Oh, we missed a call.
Did we?
We did. I didn't hear anything. Whichever of you fine gentlemen called, if you could please call the Boomzies phone once again.
Yeah.
We will speak to you. Our apologies.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Hello, you've called the wonderful Boomzies phone. Who the heck are we talking to?
Yo, it's Decepticreep.
Yo, my brother, what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to talk about, I pre-ordered the Vita back in December, so mine came in same day as launch, which was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And what I did is I went to Toys R Us about a week before it was being released, or I actually think it was Sunday before President's Day at a sale, and buy up to $50 worth of Vita games and get like a $20 gift card.
$20 gift card.
Yeah, and it was funny. As part of the sale was Touch My Katamari, but then they're like, "Oh, we're not going to sell it to you because the launch day is on Tuesday." But the sale ended on Monday, so I pitched a fit and got my Touch My Katamari that day.
Yeah.
He reeled on the ground. Yo,
no,
give it to me.
I had to do the exact same thing. They had a sale a couple months back, and I had to do the exact same thing, and it's just kind of frustrating sometimes how they'll do some of their ads at Toys R Us, but they typically will work with you if you just pitch a fit, which I've had to do a couple times.
Yeah, I had a pitch a fit. I'm like, what the hell? And they pull out the advertisement, and part of the advertisement right there, the game was Touch My Katamari. I'm like, it's
yeah.
right
So it's in
there.
there.
Yeah. Well, Target, I had an
nuts.
issue with getting my 4-gig stick. Everybody at Target, all the employees, they had no idea that was part of the sale. I'm like, dude, it's on your fucking wall. Like, go over there, look at your ad, give me my free 4-gig stick.
Well, when I pre-ordered my thing, Amazon apparently had a deal afterwards, after I pre-ordered, that you get a free 4-gig stick, and I didn't get that deal. Once I paid for my my Vita, they gave me a certificate or code to get $20 worth of Vita stuff. So my wife had already bought me a 4-gig stick, so I didn't need that. So I went ahead and
Amazon's great about that stuff. Like, if you don't get something or something comes after, even though maybe you didn't technically supposed to get it, they're always great about, like, oh yeah, there you go, have it.
Now, my biggest thing that I really just pisses me off to no end is that the games themselves don't have instruction manuals. Now, I know they have the
Landon
in-game
mentioned that a little bit.
instruction manuals, but I don't like that. I like holding a physical piece of paper and reading it, because every new game I ever buy, I look through the instruction manuals. And
No,
it
I'm with you.
drives me nuts.
And here's the thing, like, I wish that you could have just even just a small thing. I like having the digital manuals on there. It's nice to have, but I want something. Like, when you open up these cases, I'm going to show this to the screen here. When you open these up, you've got this little handle here. There's room for
Right,
something.
there's meant to be something.
There's meant to be something. But I just want anything. Like, just sell me something. Put a fucking ad in there. I want some sort of paper. Like, Hot Shots put a small piece of paper in there. And, like, I just want something. I don't care if you're selling me something. Anything. Just give me a piece of paper. I want something there.
Something should be there. Just toilet paper.
Yeah.
A Charmin Freshman.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, hey, you're on the John playing the game? Wipe. Perfect. Charmin, get on that.
Well, laughing, I don't know how this is going to define what is considered a complete game anymore on GoozeX, because GoozeX, you either have bare cart, manual and cart, or complete, which is the manual, cart, and the case. So I don't know, like, will people get pissed off if you go on GoozeX and give them what is literally a complete Vita game?
Right, it's
that doesn't
complete.
come with a manual?
I think anybody buying a PS Vita game will probably understand the idea that doesn't. If you've bought a Vita game, you're going to understand that a lot of them don't come with one, or they don't. Or do none of them come with one?
Come with what?
A manual.
I
Are they-
As far as I know.
And neither one of them had it.
Yeah,
Huh.
all three of mine didn't come with a manual, a physical manual. Just this one came with a little code pass thing.
They should give you like a picture of a middle finger, because that's what it feels like.
Sucker. So,
But honestly, in the
you
grand
play
scheme
for
of
the
things, that's a very minor kind of argument. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be awesome if there was something there, but really, at the end of the day, for the most part, these games are really great.
so what do you?
I mean, I like the games and all, but I'm obsessed with my manuals. I love sitting on the crapper before I start the game, usually the manuals will have like a history of the game, some backstory that's not in the game, and I like that. And
I did that with Super Mario Bros. 3.
Rubs me the wrong way.
When I got Super Mario Bros. 3 on Nintendo, I was in the car with my dad. I remember opening it up and looking at the manuals. We're driving home like, oh my god, oh yeah, okay, yeah, couldn't wait.
Even
you just had that
3DS,
as a soundbite.
like,
That sounds
Nintendo
awful.
official 3DS games, they come with like these folding map-like manuals, which I don't like, but at least it's better than nothing. I know, like I said, it's such a minor gripe, but it's just something
It is.
that I like. I'm sorry.
Brental, paper is an archaic technology. And that's kind of he's being, facetious, but it's serious. It's going away, so.
But anyways, all in all, I do love the system. That screen is probably the most beautiful screen I've seen.
Yep.
That OLED is pretty. Well, thank you, sir, for your
All right, guys, you guys take care.
Vita lovin'. Living la vida loca. Right?
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm done with that
Brian
shit.
is such an idiot.
But anyways,
God,
so what
why'd he ruin it?
we're kind of on the subject of this. So, like I said, there's no physical manuals. So you get the digital ones. These cases are awesome. These
perfect.
have quickly became my favorite cases. They're about as thin as a Nintendo 3DS card.
They remind me of a flattened Japanese GameCube case.
Yeah.
Because GameCube were a little smaller and thicker. They kind of
Yeah. But like with a 3DS case, they're the same thickness, but they're about this height and they stick out farther here, and they just kind of feel a little too big, especially for the stuff that's in it. This feels perfect. I love this. Quickly jumped to my favorite.
They look,
size case.
and on the shelves they look really nice. They're very pleasing to the eye. The blue box, it does stand out compared to all the other stuff on the shelves, which for the size I think is really good.
Yes, so I really like that.
Last Kirby, Lazy Kirby's asking, how is Uncharted Golden Abyss?
Uncharted is really, really great. I mean, it's not made by Naughty Dog, so some of it feels. I mean, the gameplay is fantastic. It looks amazing. It just doesn't quite have that story pacing that a regular Uncharted game has, but it's still phenomenal nonetheless. It's definitely worth a buy. I would highly, highly recommend it.
I mean, how long from what you?
It seems like it's gonna be lengthy, but like I said, I mean, I've just kind of jumped in. I've only had it for a couple days.
And where is this set? Is this set before one, after one?
That I don't know.
Come on, man!
I'm
You're
not
supposed to
sure.
be the Vita expert.
I don't know.
We paid you good money to come on this show
I can't tell you
and
that.
show your expertise, and
I
now
don't know.
you're embarrassing
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Embarrassing us.
So, but yeah, it looks fantastic. It's unbelievable. We've got a screen.
31 chapters.
We've got a screen here, kind of a comparison
Yeah.
from like Uncharted on the PS3 to the Vita. The Vita isn't quite PlayStation 3 quality.
No.
But it's fucking nice.
Well, these are first gen games, so
It's
just
only
like
gonna
with the
get
PS3, they're only going to get better and learn how to use the system.
But it's
you get
amazing
better.
how much detail when you're looking at the grass and the rocks and all the just all the detail throughout the game. Really fantastic.
We got another shot here of the game.
Yeah, it's just it's really good. It controls really well. And the nice thing with Uncharted, it doesn't. The motion controls don't feel forced. They give you an option to use the voice control, the touch
we got a call
controls,
coming in
but they're
here.
not required.
Hello, you've called the Boomzies phone. Who are we talking to?
Hey, this is Monster of the Mist again.
Hey, Monster, how you doing, good sir?
I'm doing good. Just all this talk of video games. It's just, I always figured, why don't they have more classical characters and more contemporary good games? Like, take Sherlock Holmes, for example. Not only is he, like, a great detective, but he's also a great fighter and swordsman. That'd make an excellent game, just like get people like Rocksteady to do it. You know? What do you
Yeah?
think about
So what do you think of the Vita?
characters in video games? Huh?
That's the real question. What do you think of the Vita?
I have
What would
no
Sherlock
opinion
Holmes
on
think
it.
of the
I
Vita?
don't know much about it.
What's that?
I don't know much about it.
So you definitely have not picked one up. Day up.
No,
Oh.
I'm kind of busy with college. I've got way too much going on to play video games as of late.
Sure.
But
Well,
I try to get in game time whenever I can.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, like right now, we're kind of focusing on our main topic right now of the Vita. we'll take into your consideration on the classical characters and bringing them
That's a
in.
good topic.
I think it's a great topic, and we'll definitely be able to answer those questions. Just right now, we're trying to keep our shows to like an hour. And
We're on the Vita choo-choo train.
Yeah.
We're choo-chooing down the Vita
All
track.
right, I'll tune in later then.
Yes, definitely do that, sir. But we appreciate you as always, and we love you.
Keep an eye on our Facebook page. We'll
All
let
right.
you know when we're going to talk about that subject, because it's a really nice subject. I do like that.
All right. Well, yeah.
Great idea,
Maybe I'll
man.
learn more about it and maybe pick one up. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
keep watching. I mean, we're going full in depth
Yep.
on the Vita. It's a really fantastic system. So definitely stay tuned,
Cool.
and who knows, you might fall in love with it and
You
go out
might.
and purchase
You
one.
just might.
So because it's really great.
All
So.
right.
All right, see you, bud. And that is a good point. If you guys have any points, or you guys have any issues you'd like for us to talk to us about, you can always reach us on our Twitter at Substance TV. Throw us a little shot up there, and tell us if you have topics you want to talk about here on the show.
Always taking suggestions.
Exactly. We are always taking suggestions. Well, we might not use them. We'll say we are. No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway, so the Vita, I mean, talking about Uncharted, it's a really nice game, and how they use the touchscreen controls. The Vita has a front and rear-facing touchscreen.
We got another call on the Boomzies phone. Hello, you called the Boomzies phone. Who are we talking to?
Hey, this is Master X. What's up, Boomzies?
Master
I wanna
X,
know-
how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I might want to take
I don't
that
know.
back. I'm only doing good.
$300, man. What should I get? Should I get PS Vita or 3DS?
Wow.
So far, I'm seeing your first impression. I'm kind of comparing it to like how amazing you felt with your 3DS. But so far, I mean, what should I spend my money on, man?
I will defer to Landon for the first opinion. What do you think?
Well, there's definitely gonna be two different opinions here. I have been using this Vita for a while now. Brian hasn't had it in his hands for a long period. He's only played demos in the store. For me, I would undoubtedly recommend the PlayStation Vita for people that want, not to say that the 3DS isn't a hardcore experience. It's just that the PlayStation Vita is as close to having a home console on the go. It is unbelievable the technology that is built into this thing, how gorgeous the screen is, the party chat feature that I'm going to explain more in depth later on. The party chat feature in this blows my mind how well it works and
blows you.
how phenomenal it is. There is a big price difference. The 3DS is now down to the $180, and that's a great price. You get a lot of great games, but in the long run, I would recommend the Vita. It is a strong console. I'm calling it a console. It's a handheld, but it might as well be a fucking console. It is so powerful, so good, and just all the stuff that's built into it. Front rear facing camera, front rear facing touchscreen, gyroscope, online. You got apps. You've got Netflix, the whole PlayStation Store. Just phenomenal system. The 3DS is a wonderful system too. I own both. If I had to pick one, Vita.
You're saying you play this a lot more. You're just saying, all right, because you gotta understand, I didn't do any research for it, so I'm just, I'm going by you guys,
I'm focusing
So far what I'm hearing,
my money
So it's pretty
towards
awesome.
the Vita
Okay.
from here.
Yeah.
I would say, for me, right now, and it's just as it always is, it's about the games. If you're going to decide between the 3DS and the Vita, then there's no question for me it's the 3DS. The PS Vita is cool.
It's at the time, man.
And it's had the time. That's true, but that's what I'm judging right now. He says he has $300, and he says I'm going to go out tomorrow and purchase the system. You can of course look at the Vita and what it has, but I just go behind Nintendo's reliability on the handheld consoles. I know that system's going to be around. Vita, I think it's got really good chances. I have really good hopes for it. I'm not as sure about what the future could be, and there are more games for the 3DS that I'm personally excited about, that I've purchased, that I'm still waiting to get. And again, price-wise, it's as a video game system, it's better for me.
I mean, that's the price of a freaking console, man. I mean, if I'm going to pay for that, I better get some.
See,
awesome
get it for the games.
But see,
that's
the
what
thing
I would
is-
tell you.
yeah.
Whatever games, whatever system that you say, if it's the 3DS what it has now, or in the future, or what the PS Vita has now, or in the future, go for that. The tech is great, and the PS Vita, I want one in the future, no doubt about it, because of its features. But you gotta stick with what you think you're gonna play gameplay-wise.
And it's, you know, you're not going to go wrong, really, with either choice. Personally, though, I have high hopes for the future of the Vita, and already the launch titles are really fun. There's so much to this, and you're not going to be disappointed in either direction.
Oh,
So-
that's every Resident Evil Revelations, which
Cool.
I've still yet to get.
Oh yeah. The PS Vita will have its own Resident Evil game. It might be even better. I'm pretty sure about that. But all right, thank you guys. And just a quick thing.
Hopefully we haven't confused you.
You might I gotta tell you this. I missed last week's show. I only caught the last few minutes of it. And you know, you're talking about your own superheroes, and there was Shaman Man and Squeegee. Well, I did kind of fan art of it.
Are you kidding?
It's just I have it. I don't know how to send it to you guys. It's on my DeviantArt, but I don't know how to show it to you guys. I made a couple of changes. Like instead of Shaman Man, it's Starman. And
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I really don't know how to show it to you guys though. But do I link it?
Throw a
the
chat.
chat or
Throw a
something,
link up
or-
in the chat. I mean, if you're ready if you're comfortable with other people seeing it.
I wouldn't mind. I would really like it. Wait, I copied the link and
Throw a link up in the
First,
chat. We would be happy to see it.
let's see. That's something. Chat's frozen. Chat's
Wait,
frozen, guys.
That's the dirty pictures from DeviantArt. That's not what I wanted to upload. What is that ferret doing
no.
there? We'll
That's
throw it
weird.
up in
Oh,
chat,
okay. Well-
and we'll check it out.
What? Well, I guess I'll put in the chat whenever. I'll be Nat Rex, okay?
Awesome. We will
So,
see you on
alright,
there.
Thank you for the help, because I was really torn between either one or the other. And
Well-
again, thanks a lot, and I
hope
you
we
like
helped.
Okay, bye guys.
All right,
Yeah,
bud.
bye.
See you later. Look at that Sherman fan
yeah,
art.
that's
I feel a success. Like when Boomzies ends today, I'm like success.
Yeah.
Fan art of Charman.
Because here's the thing too. I've seen it up in the chat. When you talk about the games, you have to also take into consideration. I mean, the Vita's been out for
Well, that's
5
and I'm
days,
saying games
something
and
like that,
future
yeah.
games. I mean,
Yeah.
a game I'm excited about is
No, it's-
Dragon's Crown.
definitely.
But whoa, wait, oh, hey, ha, whoa, ah, whoa, ah, there's so many calls coming in. Hi, you've called the unusually busy Boomzies phone. Who are we talking to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you guys. I thought it sounded like an answer machine for a second. It's Demon Gamer 33 in chat. Although my
Hey,
chat
bud.
kind of screwed up, so
That's okay.
I guess you guys are talking about the Vita tonight.
Yes, the Vita.
I guess so far I'm really liking it. I mean, I think it one thing's for sure, it had a better launch than the 3DS ever did. I
Oh,
know
it's
that much for
fantastic.
sure.
I wouldn't know. Landon says the launch event. I think it's for comparatively to other launch lineups, it's good. Compared to what I would like to see be a
Yeah.
launch lineup, it's it's there. There are some good things. I'm not blown away by it though. I'm not like, whoa, look at all these amazing games. You can tell it's the classic Uncharted,
Yeah.
Wipeout, and a few really good ones, and then like little deviants and some really crappy ones.
I mean,
it's
at least the Vita's trying to have more than just like remakes and stuff like the 3DS did at launch.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on some of the stuff. Well, and I think they're trying to cash in on some of their already popular, already known franchises that people are going to pick up on.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like my 3DS. I mean, I don't hate like one handheld more than the other. I'm not like one of those people that like picks apart a handheld because I feel
Right.
like everything. So
So I mean,
yeah.
to you, is it worth the $250?
I don't know. Personally, a lot of people they say it's not. I mean, basically I just had the money for it, so I just felt like I wanted to have one because I'm like one of those people that's just impulse buys things. At first, when they announced it at E3, I was like, this sounds kind of stupid, but then for some reason I like changed my whole opinion on it. It's like, I don't know, I felt like I had to own one. I know basically it's just a PSP, but I don't know. Something about
So
it.
what's it going to take for you to have to buy one? What game would have to come out, or accessory or thing, for you to say, I'm buying one tomorrow?
Well, yeah, because Uncharted obviously was not enough reason to want to rush out to buy one.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, there's Zipper Interactive actually making a first-person shooter for it. I think it's called Unit 13. That could be interesting. I'm actually,
But
I have
nothing-
I have it downloading.
But nothing's driving you to buy it, essentially.
No, I just like having it.
Well, maybe in the future it will. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to as well, the future games. So it just
yeah,
might.
I mean, I have high hopes for it. I have high hopes for it to go places, though. I mean, it's good. It's good technology. It just all depends, like, how the developers handle it.
See, and I think you make a perfect point. Is what the developers do with it, and if they do something good, then
Yeah,
that makes everybody excited, it'll be worth the money. So, well, thanks for your call, sir.
Yeah, which is why some people are waiting to buy one. There's really not many games that people feel like you have to spend $250 for right now to buy one. So.
The killer app, as it were. Well,
yeah,
I appreciate your. Huh?
I have high hopes for it to do what it needs to do.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate your thoughts on it, and hopefully there'll be good games coming out.
Yep.
All right, man.
I think there will be. I mean,
hope so.
The 3DS is getting good games. The 3DS is starting to get good games, so I think the Vita will get there eventually too.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Cool, man. Well,
All
you
right,
have
well,
yourself a
you
wonderful
guys
night.
go. You too.
All right, bud.
Thanks.
See you later.
Talk to you later.
I looked at, by the way, side thing. I looked at that squeeze.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That is pretty freaking awesome. Like, that's just, I don't know if everybody's been looking at the links here. Go check those link out.
That's pretty badass.
That was pretty epic. Like, it looks like a really awesome Tick. It looks like the Tick art. Like a really cool side character of the Tick, you know, like, this is another guy in another series, is Charman.
It's like gauntlets are the wipes.
Oh, dude, that is just... And he's got his cape I like Squeegee. He's like, yeah, don't hurt me. I'm Squeegee, man. Oh, let's get the phone here. Hello! You've answered the Boomzies phone. The operators are busy. Who are we talking to?
Hey, sorry, it's Decepticreep again.
Hey, Decepticreep again. What do you want? You time hog? You just think you can call up in time because you know us?
Well, you know, I'm obsessed with Landon. You know, I got his little photo on my room. So when I fall asleep, I
You're
can see him.
burning hate for him. You must call and let him know of it every time.
No. I actually have a question for Landon. For some reason, I heard that you were supposed to be able to put PS1 games on your Vita. Like, it even shows it on the PSN that this game is compatible with the Vita. Do you know a way to do it? Because I tried for like an hour to figure out how to upload my PS1 games, the ones I downloaded from PSN.
Right.
I can't figure it out.
That's a frustrating thing for me too right now. They're not available yet for download onto your Vita. Sony had said they're working on getting all the PSP games available for it. Once they get those done, then it's going to be the PS1 and PS2 classics, which frustrates me. I'm like, I don't understand why the infrastructure between the PSP to the PS Vita is that different that they're not available already. Doesn't make sense. But I'm hopeful that it's going to be quick because they had made a statement that like Netflix wasn't going to be available on the Vitas at launch, but when I got my Vita, Netflix was available right then. So I think they're moving along quickly with things, but I wish it was there right now. Like 100%. I wish I could have my Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9 on my Vita, but
Okay, so I'm not crazy then. It can't be
Nope.
done yet.
yeah.
Okay.
So far nothing.
Not out yet.
All right, because
So
I couldn't find anything online. I was just wondering if maybe you knew something that I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's one of my complaints, and eventually there's a few things that I dislike and kind of wish were different with the Vita, and that is definitely one. I wish that was available right now, and I just don't understand. Why is it so
I
different?
don't know. I mean,
it should be the
You
same.
know, maybe it's infrastructure. Who knows? But what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find a controller. We're stuck.
sorry
in
for
here.
calling
Oh, weird.
twice. I was just curious.
You know what? We love you. It's okay. We'll let it fly this once.
I'm making up for lost time.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't been around. Exactly. You make it up for lost time. Exactly. Perfect, man.
So you're not crazy.
that's
You're not
fair.
insane.
All right, man. We'll
Later.
see you later. So, you might tell some of the people here if there's some... Playing with the PS Vita, are there any features? Are there any cool apps or
All right,
things
yeah.
you learned about it that
There's-
no one would really know from the
There
get-go?
is, this blew my mind. This was so cool and how easy it was. Voice chatting on a handheld, I don't think has really been easy or done really well.
No, it's just been really...
cumbersome and
Yeah.
annoying. And
And the 3DS, you have like the voice swap and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's more of a novelty. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's cute. You sent a voice clip,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
This thing is amazing with how easy it is to do voice chat. Like I said, the Durka who's in the chat, he and I were messing around with the online functionality, and literally on your Vita, if you guys can see here, you go down. I gotta find the party app. Open up your party app, start it up, and it pulls up a list of your friends list, basically, and then you can just jump in. Anybody that's on the PlayStation
And the
Network.
friends list, right? That's one thing I thought was cool.
Yeah.
It's interconnected.
The friends list is 100% the friends list that is on your PlayStation 3. It's the same thing. And when you pull it up, it shows if somebody's playing a Vita or somebody's playing a PlayStation 3 and what they're playing as well. So it's all interconnected. I can have a voice chat with somebody that's playing on the PlayStation 3 if they've got their Bluetooth headset. But here's the really cool thing about this and how unbelievably simple this shit is. You start up, you start your voice chat with this. I was on the phone with Dirk, and we're talking through it. We're like, okay, we're gonna figure this out. And so we're like, let's just open up party. Let's open up this, start it up. Okay, we started the chat, and as we started it up, well, I'm still talking to him on the phone, and what he's saying on the phone, I'm also hearing out of my Vita. And so we just hang up the phone. We're literally just having a conversation. My Vita has turned into a cell phone that is on speakerphone.
And it's congruent. There's no... You don't start an application and end it. It's just going on the whole... It's like
That's the thing.
It's
That's
just
the-
going on in the background,
Yeah.
essentially.
So you've got that app up, and then you'll hit your PlayStation button, pull it there, move it off to the side. You've got party going on. I'm still having a conversation with whoever I'm on the
And
phone with.
how many can other people join in the party, too?
Yep. Oh, Durka. I think Durka is... Let's start this up. He's starting a chat. Hey, Dirk, can you hear me? Are we in? Oh, I've got my volume down. I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on, man? There we go. So it's just super super simple. I did it with a headphone so I could hear him better, and it was really great. And then you close that. I think he needs to have. It's better with you have headphones, otherwise, so you don't hear the feedback too,
Right.
from hearing the lag of my voice. So what we do headphones, and you just close it up. I'm still having a conversation with him. I can pull through here and say I want to open up. What do I have in here? I think I have hot shots. So then I'll open up hot shots. The whole time I'm still having a conversation with him.
Say hi, Dirk.
Hey, what's up?
Yep. Cell phone.
Which is perfect. See, I think the great thing about it is
So I'm gonna get out of this, Dirk.
you can be playing a game, and then you can be having some hardcore phone sex.
Oh wait, hold on.
Vita
Wait.
sex. So like Hot Shots Golf, and oh baby, that feels so good.
Hey, Dirk, stay on here though. Is the volume that you're listening to us on the chat, is that up really high? I bet that's what the lag
I
is.
bet that's what you're hearing. Yeah, you're hearing us through.
Yeah,
The
because we
internet.
didn't have this at all. He didn't have headsets. I had headsets, so I'm sure he's hearing the lag. That lag that you're getting through is from him having the chat. Because there was no like feedback when I would say something. I wasn't hearing myself back.
Right.
And he had the volume of his game up at max, and I wasn't hearing his game. What's that?
Ah,
Okay,
so
yep.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yep. So that's it. So it's just like a cell phone. So say hi to everybody in the chat.
Hey, everybody in chat, how's it going?
See, it's just immediate. It's having a phone conversation. So
Which is brilliant.
yeah.
And you're not having to use a third-party Skype or anything.
There's no third party. There's no extra applications. There's no nothing. And so you just open that up. You start that up, and you're moving through. You can open up anything you want. It's simple. So I like it.
I think that's a great feature, which Sony hasn't been known for with the PS3. That was a big deal. It was like party chat. No, we're not going to do that. And I'm glad they're implementing something like this
Yeah.
into the Vita.
I mean, I'm gonna pop off the chat thing, man.
Alright, see you later.
All right, dude. So that's it.
Now, the other cool thing he was telling me about is that when you start the game starts up in almost like a social media, multifaceted aspect where you hit it and then there'll be other options. Like,
Yeah.
for shown for Ninja Gaiden, I thought this
Yeah.
was really cool.
So you pop it open. I'll open up
Mass Effect
Yeah.
terrific.
So I'll open up the application here. Let me close that. I'll show you guys. Maybe I should get up a little closer so you guys can't.
Get closer.
All right. So here, I'll open up Ninja Gaiden. Tell me if I need to go up higher. So I'll open that up, and then in here, right here in the center, if I wanted to, I can click that button. It'll take me to their Facebook page, so I can stay connected. If I go here, I can take to the website of the game that you're playing. Over here is the website for the upcoming game. It's great advertising for them, and it's a great way for you to stay connected into that gaming experience, that community of what that is.
Now, what do you think about Decepticube said what I don't like is that the icons stay on for every game you put in.
That is weird, and that's kind of my frustration. That's another one of my complaints is the media bar. These bubbles, not quite as pretty as say on an iPhone, how they're structured on an iPhone.
Right.
It's not quite as pretty, and then you also can't stack or group things. I would like to hold down, because you can rearrange these. Which is cool. That's good. It's good that you can rearrange them. But I want to be able to stack them.
It doesn't seem like
and
they use the screen real estate that efficiently. I mean, here you
So
got...
I want to be able to take all my PS Vita
Right.
games, put them into a folder, and that's it.
J.K. Spencer's ads on my freaking portable console. I think, well, I mean, there
It's
are
not really
ads.
ads. I mean, it
is kind of ads,
you
but
consider it ads.
I
but-
think the idea behind it is that you have a multifaceted experience with it that you can...
and it's an option.
Right,
It's not
it's-
playing. It's not
no.
making noise. It's not playing video. It's not immediately selling you on
I
stuff.
just think the
It's just that
idea
you
is
can,
cool.
You can start the game up immediately, or you can go to their Facebook page and just see what's going on the Facebook
Right.
page. I love
It's a
that.
cool idea. It's a
I
cool
like
idea.
that. It makes sense. It's perfect. And then when you're here, you can do updates. Up at the top is different icons, so you can go. You can get to the web browser. You can refresh it, see if there's an update. You can do firmware updates on those games from there. And if you hit the center of the book button, oh, I don't have that game in there.
Well,
Sorry. Let
look
me.
at you.
I know. Let me back out. Go to Hot Shots because I've got Hot Shots. Hot Shots. You press the little book button there, and it takes you to the digital, instruction booklet that you can flip through. You can flip through page by page. You can do 2 pages at once. Flip through, however you want. So
Well, I know what you're talking about today. I know what JK... I know the Xbox 360 BS with the ads, with, like, World of Warcraft being advertised on an Xbox. Like, all these
that's
stupid
not.
ads.
Yeah,
that are
you're
on
not
there.
opening up Ninja Gaiden and getting sold McDonald's. You're opening up Ninja
Right,
Gaiden
it's
and
other
you're learning more
content
about
from
Ninja Gaiden.
Tecmo Ninja Gaiden stuff. Right.
It's only Ninja Gaiden. yeah.
Right, exactly.
So,
We're probably just a bunch of old farts, yeah. The Xbox ads are pretty bad, so...
So, and the other thing is, it's gorgeous bright screen. It's OLED technology. The really nice thing is the front and rear facing touchscreens are as responsive as my iPhone. There is no Android lag, which I was very concerned about. Responsive as you're flipping through, sliding, using it in games.
Now,
it is
is that
responsive.
one of the first devices with OLED?
I mean, cell phones have had OLED.
Oh, they have?
I think
Okay.
so. I believe there's cell phones with OLED
Nope.
technology. It's definitely the first
Call
gaming
the
device with an
Boomzies.
OLED technology.
Skype phone. Hello! Who are we talking to on the Boomzies Skype phone?
Hey, C-Dam.
Hey, C-Dam! The man! Who wants to trade me a pinball machine for pizza?
Yes, always pizza.
Always, that's the one thing that will sell every time. It's like, if nothing else works,
Pizza. I wish I
pizza.
had more, but I got pizza.
so what's up?
Well, with the one thing with the Vita that always just been killing me is the lack of video out. I think I was talking about it with someone.
Yeah,
with JK
you
over
mentioned
here.
the video out cable thing.
And you brought it up. We were talking about we were the old farts. I'm 31 years old, man. I'm not that old, but I grew up. I'm in that sweet spot of people that
Right.
grew up with a Nintendo and moved all the way through. And I can't sit hunched over a portable anymore. I mean, I have a giant ass TV, and you want me to sit in front of a little tiny screen? I'd rather just plug the thing into my giant TV and play away. It just.
Well, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's this button or this opening here at the top next to the cartridge, which I only assume is going to be the video out at some point. The cables just aren't available. I mean, they had the video out with the original PSPs.
Right, yeah.
So I don't see it not happening. I just see it not right now.
See, I want it to be more like wireless, like the Wii U is
Yeah.
going to be. That would be cool if you could just wirelessly hook
Well,
that in.
and they've got those save to the cloud games that are going to be available, which you've got. I think it's
Well, Dragon's Crown is going to be one
Dragon's
of those
Crown,
in the future.
where you buy one game, and then you get a download for it on the PlayStation 3 and on the Vita, and then you play your game on your Vita while you're out on the go, save it. When you get home and you've got your home console on your big screen TV, turn on your PlayStation 3, start exactly where you were at before on your Vita. And so you will get those experiences, and then if you need your connect to the TV, I'm sure that cable will be available. I don't have any doubts about that, in my mind. So.
Well, it was just last I checked, it was officially said that they weren't going to do it.
Sony officially said that they're not going to do that.
Yeah, that was on the Sony site a little while ago.
Really?
Yeah,
I would have to look
snap.
at that. I would have to look at that.
That I saw.
So why do you think they're not doing that because of this whole cloud saving thing?
I think they're not doing it because people might just get a Vita instead of a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 when the next one comes out. It would just be system replacing at that point.
So they're trying to make it you think they're trying to make it an exclusive portable. Landon's like, I'm looking this up.
No, it's not that I doubt him. It's just that I have a hard time, believing that. I'm sure if he's saying that and he's read it there, I'm sure it's true. But
he tells you he cannot tell a lie. A man who offers you pizza is a man you do not distrust.
And beer.
And beer, yes, and beer as well. Yes, exactly. Pizza and beer, which I very much appreciate. So,
No, absolutely. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. This was my interpretation of everything that I've read on the Vita, and that was my biggest issue, was the no video thing. Because, I mean, like I said, if I'm going to sit there and play a game, take Corpse Party. It was a great PSP game, but it's so much reading and so intense that I gotta put on something bigger.
See, that's why I hope they fix it. If they don't fix it with cloud saving, that'll be a huge. You know what? You know what's going to happen though, and that's what I'm kind of looking forward to on the Vita is like everybody hacking this thing up. Somebody's going to hack this and make a cable that's going to output video to your screen. I mean, there will be video to your screen at some point, whether it's Sony or a person hacking it.
I'm thinking it would come out at like what would be like the PSP 1000 versus the PSP 2000 kind of thing. The next version,
right? Yeah, next version's going to have it. Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And Landon just looked it up.
Well, this is more of a blog, is what that is. So I'll have to do more research afterwards. But if that's true, that's unfortunate. I don't understand it if that's true, but
they could charge more.
Yeah,
exactly.
But see, for me, I never wanted to connect my PSP to my TV. I never had any intentions of doing that. That's just me. Not to knock anybody else that does that, but I never bought the cables originally, and I never felt like I wanted to. And I don't.
I have the cables, and I love that ability.
Yeah, sure, that's cool. For me, yeah. But I think, hopefully they'll just do a vast majority of their PS Vita titles as that save to the cloud or connect to the PS3 in that function, and that would hopefully fix that. So.
Word, that would be great.
Well, sir, thank you for your informed, wonderful, sexy. Any other words, Landon?
I'm pretty tremendous. You can go with that.
Tremendous, nippleicious opinions.
Many thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, bud. We'll see you later. No, I'll see you online or something.
Yeah, you know it.
You know it. All right. Well, that sucks, man. I love having video out, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll just do more of that.
Stop digging, Brian. I know.
But
Angry Avatar says front touchscreen might be awkward with video out. Yeah, that might be kind of hard to see where you're, unless it shows it on both screens.
Yeah.
Now, battery life. You said you charged it once.
Well, no, like I'll play it for 2.5, 3 hours, and I'll quit, and then I'll immediately go put it on the charger.
In those 2 and 3.5 hours, how much battery life would you?
Probably about half.
Half, really?
I would say that, probably the numbers that people are saying are true, that you get probably 4 to 5.
Right.
Playing games, if you're just listening to music, you get, 9 hours.
Which is pretty good, because if you're using your phone to 4 to 5 hours talk time, most phones only get 2 to 3 hours of full talk time.
I mean, just hardcore playing games at full brightness,
right.
And stuff like that. I mean, for, a lot of the stuff that's in it, it's not bad. I don't see I think that's more of an issue for forgetting or forgetful gamers that forget that, okay, I'm done playing this, and forget to go put it on its charger afterwards. because I don't know how much you're going to be playing like on a subway or away from it for more than 4 to 5 hours straight. I'm sure it's going to happen, and people are going to do that. But for the vast majority of people, if you're going to play this for 4 or 5 hours straight, you're probably going to be at your house on your couch.
Lazy's asking, what Vita games are the two of you looking forward to? Should you wait till E3? When I say E3 this year, meaning, are there any games you're looking forward to? You're going to wait till E3?
Any games I'm looking forward to that will be shown at E3?
Well, either shown at E3 or that you've already seen in the future that you're looking forward to with the Vita.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown's
Oh, that's
a
to me, and I'm totally on board with you. Dragon's Crown, even though it's going to be out for PS3, if I did have a Vita at the time, I don't know, who knows, but if I did have a Vita, I would so be pumped and primed for that, because that's going to be...
Yeah.
I want to see how they do the multiplayer. If they do the multiplayer right on the Vita, and allow that online, that party chat on the Vita, as well as PS3,
well, party chat's just already given there.
Well, I mean, but what I mean is with the online. If the online experience is really great with the Vita, being able to play with other people,
Well, and other than that, the next Metal Gear Solid experience. I mean, Kojima's already said that they're doing something, and they're doing the HD collection on the Vita, so
which that'll be cool.
There's that. That's great.
And I'm looking
the Final
forward...
Fantasy X HD. That's going to be great. And then
I want to look at the PS2 games. Once PS2 games are playable on that, I will be very excited. If they release a really robust backwards compatibility, not backwards, but if they release a really robust backwards library, because the 3DS, the one problem with it is it has the eShop, but it's like, here's a few Game Boy games, and here's a few, like, it's just like, they don't really release a whole just boatload of stuff. And that's
and real quick, before we get to this, the next thing that's coming out, like, within just, like, 2 weeks or so, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
Mortal Kombat Online, I'm excited for that.
Hello, you said you would call, and you did.
Yes. Took me a second because for some reason my Skype closed down on me.
That's okay. I saw the 3, 2, 1, and I'm like, oh, is it? No. So, what's your thoughts on the Vita?
Well, personally, I've owned the PSP as a gaming system, and I loved it until I took it over to Sweden, and then I short-circuited and now is paid for it. But I loved it when I had it. I had some great games on it that you could take when I was on the car or at school, and I loved having the ability. And also that made it a great music player because it pretty much took any music format that I had any of my music in.
That's true.
It was a great
pretty
music
user friendly in file
but
format.
Do you have a Vita?
No, I do not. Frankly, I am broke as all get out right now, so I can't even afford a game I wanted to get for my PS3, let alone a Vita.
Yeah.
Oh, what game did you want on the PS3?
I found a collector's edition of GTA 4 that I wanted to get because it had some the music soundtrack for that game that I really
came with like
loved.
a duffel bag too.
It did.
Yeah.
A bunch of weird
I think it did.
Duffel bag.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I'm gonna be saving up for that, and personally, as of right now, I also gotta save up money because I'm thinking about taking a trip to a different country or something pretty soon.
Look at that! That beats the heck out of the Vita. Going to a different country, baby.
Yeah, it's Brazil, hopefully.
Brazil. Are you gonna make like that flying noise in Street Fighter when they're like Brazil?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Nah. I like it just answers like no.
I'll get drunk in some nightclub somewhere, I don't know where.
Yeah.
But personally, as of right now, I kind of don't think I need a Vita because I'm a PC gamer myself, and I use a gaming laptop that I purchased that still runs pretty well. It can't run like the most high-end games that are out on the market now, but it can run pretty much every game I've got on there. I've got a lot of classic shooters, but I also have some strategies that will take some time. I have to keep the thing plugged in always, but it still works for when I need it.
It does what it needs to do.
And that's nice is because even if I go into a place that doesn't have Wi-Fi, I have all my games, most of the games on there are all disk-based format, so I don't need a...
So the question is, if you had the extra money, would you buy a Vita? Or would you spend it on something else?
As of right now, I'd probably save it for something else, just because I'm working on just...
other things.
My computer.
A ferret strip bar. Could it work? getting some investors into it? Maybe.
Well, let's see. If it's a Vita or a strip bar, I'd have to go for the strip bar.
The Ferret Strip Bar it is. I'm there day it opens, man. Day it opens, you let me know I'm there.
Alright, I'll give you a number and I'll tell you when, okay?
Yes. Finally. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, see you, bud.
All right, now let's kind of shift because we've kind of gone over some of the features. Let's kind of shift away from should you buy it, should you not buy it, is this worth the money, blah blah, and let's go a little bit more of kind of an in-depth, actually kind of interactive, you know, talking about these features. Since we've barely kind of scratched the surface on a lot of the stuff that this kind of does. So we kind of keep getting into these conversation of, well, is it worth this over this?
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of other features. I mean, obviously, when you get in here. You've got the web browser, which web browser works really well. You can open up multiple different pages, and they show up in a. Let me see if it'll load. So they show up here in the sidebar of the different pages that you've had before. So you can quickly just click on one, and it takes you back to where you were. Which I've got.
Lemon Party Lover.
No, it says
what is that?
New video games, Team Ninja, and
Lemon
Ninja Gaiden
Party.
Sigma. No, it doesn't say anything like that. And so then you'll close that. So that's kind of the web browser. It's very, you know, I mean, it's a web browser. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So quit doing mouthing shit. I have a camera. I can see you over here and there. Okay. Anyways, and then you've got Near. Near is an app that you can open up, and it tells you all the different people that have PlayStation Vitas that are within your proximity. Tells you kind of what they're playing if they're online.
So even if you're not friends with them,
yep,
you can spy on them. Who's
kind
playing
of
around you?
Well, it doesn't tell you their address or anything like that.
Blood type, social security number, closest of kin. This is where you find it.
Yeah.
The blood bank is on the corner.
Whatever. Oh, what did I do?
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, I went to friends. I need to go out and about. My bad.
Thank you for
I'm
being
hitting,
a fan.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
You have a screen protector on that thing?
No.
Get a screen protector, yo.
I don't really get screen protectors for my stuff.
You don't.
No.
And when there gets a big gouge on it, I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
How about sure? Okay, where is it? How about popularity search? Oh my gosh. I don't use Near, clearly. But
yeah,
it pulls,
you're showing us the cool features
yeah, I know.
and you don't even know.
Shut your mouth. Okay, well anyways, Near, I don't use it. I don't intend to really use that, but it's there. You do.
So can you use that to see other people and be like, hey, wanna be my
basically,
friend?
you can get a hold of them and I guess probably challenge into whatever they're playing if you're playing the same thing. And it kind of tells you a popularity surge of what everybody's using.
Sorry, just the way you said it, you're like very much into some stuff, but this sort of you can probably do things and invite them.
I haven't. That's one thing.
I
that's why
don't
this is,
know
if anybody else
what
has
they
really
do.
used Near and like it, feel free to put it up in the chat. I don't use Near. So
near or far.
Yeah, if it was near the PS3 and 360, it's just cursing constant. Yeah, but there's Google Maps built into this too, which is actually kind of cool. So you got your, it's Google Maps. It's plain and simple of what it is built in there. So you've got your GPS.
Do you have other Google apps and stuff like that possibly?
There probably will be in the future, but right now it's just that. I mean, you've got the App Store too, which you can go in there and look.
You have the Google App Store?
No, not the Google App Store, but your App Store. In the PlayStation Store, there's a section for apps, and you go through, and that's where you get like Netflix and Facebook, which is down now, and you get Twitter and Flickr,
all that stuff,
all that. And you get your photos, which is very, it's exactly what it is, photos. You've got what's Welcome Park, which Welcome Park, it's a nice addition, especially for people that are new to technology that is like this. Welcome Park is it's basically a tech demo. It gets users used to using a PlayStation Vita. It teaches you how to use the front touchscreen, the rear touchscreen, using the front and rear cameras, using augmented reality, which this thing does augmented reality in the same way that the Nintendo 3DS was doing augmented, you use your cards and stuff like that. And then there's also features where you don't have to use cards. It teaches you to use, like I said, cameras, voice. So basically in Welcome Park, it's a really nice, easy, user-friendly way to play games and get you used to using this, which is smart because this is new technology to a lot of people that might not have had smartphones, etc., etc. But if you've had smartphones and you're used to technology, then you don't need that. So I push it to the last page because I'm not going to need to use it. So, but once you beat those games, you earn trophies. So there is an incentive if you're a trophy whore. Obviously, then you got trophies. You can open up your trophies app, check your trophies, check your friends' trophies, all the stuff that you would have on your PlayStation 3, all available. So straightforward, also available there. what else is there? Remote play. Remote play is
tell them
a
about
pretty cool feature. I haven't done this yet, but essentially it's the same thing with your regular PSP. You could remotely connect to your PlayStation 3. With the old PSPs, say I was in Chicago and I wanted to connect to the PS3, I would connect to my PS3 here at home, I would turn it on, and I could play my PS1 classics, I could listen to my music, I can watch the videos that I have on my PS3.
But it was laggy.
No, it wasn't laggy. I mean,
Well, I mean,
I didn't have a lot of issues with it.
Man, PS1 games like jump, 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 jump.
Mine wasn't that bad. I must have had a good internet
I'm
connection.
playing it at home. I'm at home in front of the thing, and I'm getting lag.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, the PSP. I don't know anybody.
I must have just got lucky because I've done that like 6 times, and each time I didn't have a frustrating issue. So,
sorry, inside joke. Yes, tilt the wizard, baby. Shake the tables. Damn. If you don't know, you're not inside the jokes, baby. Sue for libel.
So, but anyway, so it's the same thing. With this, you can connect on to your PS3, remotely turn it on. But the cool thing is it allows for some functionality of games that aren't being released that you get to download for the PS Vita and the PlayStation 3. So you've got Killzone 3, which is already out.
Right.
So you got Killzone 3 in your PlayStation 3. You can connect with your remote play, connect on, and you can start playing your Killzone 3 that you've got your disc into your PlayStation 3. Supposedly, I haven't done that yet. I don't own Killzone 3, so I can't test that. But hopefully they start adding that as a feature for other people.
Lazy Kirby's asking, does YouTube work on Vita's web browser? My 3DS doesn't work on it.
I don't know. Let's try.
Let's try. Look at that.
I wonder if... Well, actually, let me open up the store. Maybe there's a YouTube app, too. Let me start there, because that might be an easier...
Good question, see? Great question. We can answer that right there. And so I like Decepticreep. Like, who are you on the Neo Geo forums? I'm Decepticreep. Saddam, who are you on the Neo Geo forums? I'm Saddam too. Whoa! I had no idea. You blew my mind.
Blew my mind. Alright, under apps. Okay, no YouTube app. So, started there.
Go to the web, man.
Yep,
See?
so I'm going to close out
Look at web.
Features.
Which I don't know, because they were saying something about, just day TV streams work on Vita. That's a perfect question. Can you watch Boomzies on the Vita? That's all you need to know. That should be the only question.
Alright, let's just go to YouTube.
Okay, we'll check out YouTube here first. And of course, one of the other games he does have is Ninja Gaiden, which it's Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
It's the same game you played.
It's the same game you played before,
but it's good.
But it's good. And you
get the dual analog stick, so fuck yeah, dude.
You got dual analog, and then you got, I guess, touchscreen goes into first-person mode.
If you touch the touchscreen, it'll go into first-person mode, and then you use the gyroscope to look around. It's nicer than you think. On the 3DS with Zelda and using the gyroscope to look around, when I saw that, I was like, I'm not going to do that. But it's actually kind of nice. So, alright, I went to YouTube.
Click on a video.
Up
Click it.
TNT's 2012 All-Star Saturday Night intro. Oh, come on, click. There we go.
There we go, let's see.
I didn't click it right.
See if it does flash. Touch a touchscreen? A handheld game with total touchscreen is not cool. You gotta smash them buttons. Smash them buttons up.
Nope. No YouTube.
No
So
YouTube.
It might
JTV
be
now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a Flash thing.
Is it? Yeah.
Someone was saying in the chat, Android devices are getting rid of Flash?
Flash is dead. HTML 5.1. So
Really?
yeah.
It killed it.
Steve Jobs chose proper.
So wait a second. Everybody who knows Flash is just like,
Well, it's just that you're not getting more support for it. People are still going to want Flash sites because it's easy to build.
right?
but-
Okay, I was gonna say because
So
I was like,
it's not
someone
going
was
away.
just
It's not-
about to teach me Flash,
Yeah.
and I was just like, wait, like I
Well,
just feel bad for the people who.
But
are
here's the
masters
thing:
of
like,
that.
if you're being taught Flash, don't learn it. If you're going to learn something, learn
Learn
HTML5. Yeah.
I shall learn the ways of HTML5 and love it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's not like Flash is dead. Go onto the internet and just shut down everything that's Flash.
It's
You're
all
dead.
Flash. We're all done, guys. Shut it down. Go home. Good try. Yeah, just click on one of the live streams there. See if that happens. Because if this works, yeah, are you 18 or older? He's got a check for you there. If you're playing a Vita, they should be like, "Oh, you're a Vita. You're definitely old enough." Yeah.
You know, honestly, it's slower than using internet on my phone, but it's pretty good. And it's not terrible. Let's open it
Over
up.
the Wi-Fi there.
I'm just over Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Waiting. And of course, you
Justin
know,
TV takes forever.
Justin,
to load,
yeah, you don't
no matter
know.
what. No matter what you're
is
on.
it the computer? Is it the Vita? What is taking so long for it to load? It could actually just be naturally taking a long time to load. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the chat is just ridiculous how long.
Flash is dead. Find Superman. Save Lex Luthor. There you go.
There's a really cool image that's been floating around through Facebook of, you know, it's got like Superman and Batman all like, I think they're crying and it's just Flash is dead, you know.
Oh, JTV and Twitch requires Flash, unfortunately, so I doubt it will work.
Yeah. It doesn't
So
seem like it's
no
gonna work.
JTV.
Yeah, well, it says there you need Adobe Flash Player.
And no
Yeah.
YouTube. You heard it here first.
You know,
on
honestly,
Boomzies.
they might release an app for YouTube.
I'd imagine they'll
So-
release some dedicated apps too. So,
So I have no concerns about that.
but anyway, have you really covered everything you wanted? Everything you wanted to say?
There's remote play. I mean, you get the music, you have videos you can download. You can go into the PlayStation Store, buy and rent movies. You've got Netflix. Netflix works great. The video looks phenomenal. Netflix seems to run a little slower than my phone, but overall really good. Facebook is down. They put Facebook up originally. It's having some issues, so they took it off the App Store. It'll be back soon. Group messaging. I can message people on PlayStation 3s through my Vita and vice versa. Same thing with seeing your friends on your friends list. You can again see, you know, who's on PS3, who's on a
Right.
Vita, what they're playing. Have conversations with them. You can have chats with people on PS3 and on Vita. Fantastic. You got your PlayStation Store. PSP games load up here. Great. It's got a smoothing texture smoothing feature, so it'll actually make your PSP games look better. So because you're on a higher resolution.
Let's take this
screen.
last call here of the night. Hello, it's the one and only Ty. How you doing?
Hey, Boomzies, yes, it's Ty. That's
It's
wonderful,
Ty.
Great person, boy, guy.
That's the person,
male.
man. That's the one who's like, hey, it's person, man, boy, dude. We love person, man, boy, dude.
Well, since I don't own the Vita, but I have a cousin that actually lent me the Vita when it came up on launch. He bought it. He played it for a bit, and then I asked him if he could let me borrow it, and so he did. And I spent a weekend with it, and I enjoyed it a bit. I played some games that were there. Not really. I really didn't care much about them, but it works. They work fine.
Right.
And
So, I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's a worthwhile system?
it is a worthwhile system, though the only thing, like, complaints I can give, it's like it kind of feels weird in my hands because since there's a touch screen on the back, and you kind of have to move your hands a bit more
sure the
wider for you to actually play without accidentally touching the back screen.
Well,
I
now
mean,
what game
back-
were you using that you having your hand on the back there actually screwed you up? The only game that I've seen that kind of screws you up is Super Stardust, and just turn off the back touchscreen for the Super Stardust. But other than that, I haven't had any issues. I hold the Vita like this and like this. I've always got my hands down on the back touchscreen. I haven't had any issues. What were you having issues with?
I think that was the game actually, but I think I didn't turn off because I didn't know there was a turn off button for that. Well, also, I don't plan on buying the Vita yet because for me it's kind of pricey since it's $300 and I can't afford a thing that's cost $300. I'm broke. I don't have money, and I'm still gonna wait till this one game comes out because really there isn't any worthwhile game that's coming out for the Vita except the one game that I'm gonna mention that's called Gravity Rush. Have you guys
Gravity
heard of
Rush,
that
the
game?
demo is fantastic.
Yes,
He's
it
trying to
is.
sell you on it. You're like a used car salesman, Landon. You can't help yourself. You have to sell this poor guy on it. He has no money. He's trying to feed his family.
No, just tell him
working his hands to the bone
Feed his
in the
family.
coal mines, and here you are making him spend his hard-earned cash
No.
on some games.
No, I'm just saying, like, there are worthwhile games for other people that are interested in actually purchasing.
Well,
Uncharted is worthwhile.
You just have fun playing Uncharted while Tiny Tim is dead.
No, I'm not
Tiny Tim is dead.
If he doesn't want to buy it, doesn't buy it.
I'm sorry about that, Ty. I just had to
He's
stand
like,
up
I
for
have
you.
no
with
idea
that.
what happened.
I had to stand up for you there, man. As the hard-working guy you are.
It's okay, it's okay. Well, yeah, those are basically my thoughts on Vita. It's a
Well, cool.
good system, and if you want to buy it, By all means, go for
Then
it.
go for it.
Just some very minor complaints about in my side. Really, it's a great system.
Cool, cool, man. Well, thank you for your call, man, dude, boy, guy, thing. Yeah.
Thanks for accepting my call, Boomzies. I'll
Hey,
see you later.
anytime, bud, anytime. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
All right,
So,
there is one last thing.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. There we go. Also on here, in the top right corner is a little bubble, and it kind of gives you your notifications. So if something pops up, somebody wants to chat with you, somebody sends you a message, somebody's playing a game, etc., etc., it pops up in this top right corner.
Okay.
Very, non-intrusive, and just kind of says, hey,
Sounds
here's a
like-
little
And I do like that
notification.
3DS. You always have to go to the friends list to see what they're doing. Like, what are they doing? You don't.
And so
it doesn't pop up. For
it's
you.
really, really nice, really intuitive. I think
So in the end, you're-
the gripe is I don't like the bubbles, but
Yeah.
for the most part, this thing functions phenomenally.
So in the end, worth the money. You say, great system.
I love it. I am so hopeful.
And
for
you're
the
not
future of
just
it.
saying that because you bought it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
Even
I
if
love
you
this.
didn't have one, you would say worth the money still.
Yeah.
Okay.
This game, for Hot Shots, it is so addictive. It's not even funny.
That's not my. It would not be what sells me on the system.
No, I know.
I mean, it's a fun little game.
It's surprising how fun this
and the
is.
games are $40, right?
They vary. That's a good point on pricing. You go out to the store and you can buy a $30 Katamari, you can buy a $40 Hot Shots, or this is high, $50 for Uncharted.
That's where
this is the
when
only.
you're touching on last gen prices for a portable. That's
This is
kind
the
of like
this is the only $50 item though.
That's kinda
so
scary for me.
I don't see 40 is the standard.
Well, I
and the
hope
nice
so,
thing
but-
is, digital content all discounted.
How much is Hot Shot Golf?
640,
Well, digitally though.
34.
Okay, that's fair. I can deal with that. It's 10% off.
Basically, I mean, yeah. I mean, so it's hey, $6 off. If
I
you're not
can-
concerned about putting something on your shelf,
Yeah.
hey, dude, might
It's
as
not
well.
too bad. So, well, I think personally, I think it's a great system. I've gotten a chance to mess with. I haven't got a chance to mess with Landon's.
Yeah.
That just sounded wrong.
Yeah. Brent Ta, I haven't tried Luminous. Dirk in the chat, if he's still here, the Durka, he bought Luminous. He isn't as much of a fan of it. I don't know if it's just he doesn't really like Luminous in general, or if the game just wasn't that great. But
You mean
Durka,
Luminous?
if you're in the chat,
You mean Luminous?
I say Luminous.
Luminous. It's Luminese.
Whatever.
It's like people who say Ninja Gaiden. It's Ninja Gaiden, not
Sure.
Ninja Gaiden.
Whatever.
Who are like Rue.
I don't
like
own.
Rue from
I don't
Street
own
Fighter.
one How many?
Luminese.
Luminese. I don't own one Luminese.
Luminese.
Yeah.
Arietti.
What about
that was a
Lum-
word I didn't say right.
Lumines.
Lumines. That sounds like the
Lumines.
Swedish. Like, oh, would you like to play Lumines? It is my favorite game in the whole world.
Yeah.
You
so,
should want to play
so
it.
clearly, by people in the chat, Luminese is really good. So
Okay, cool.
I don't
heard
own
here,
it. I only
kinda
bought
first?
these. So
Well, I think I'm gonna wait till the games come out. But all in all, the system itself, beyond the games, is pretty darn sexy, and
it's powerful. It's powerful.
Powerful
unit,
little
man.
thing. So, anyway, I think we've covered everything. I think
yeah.
we've done an exhaustive topic here.
If you guys have more questions specifically about
Yes.
this, post it up on Facebook because I know we're all over the place tonight on a lot of this stuff. If you got specific questions,
Yep.
you want to know user hands.
Search us on Facebook, Substance TV, and of course, on a side note too. Moving on, we are not just Boomzies. We're also Substance TV. Go check us out. We are substance-tv.com, or we will have working soon
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not up yet.
another domain
Yeah.
for you to go to as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't talk about that.
I don't know why we said that at this point.
But you can also follow us on Twitter at Substance TV and Facebook. And this whole maniac crazy debate goes on the whole week between
Sure.
Landon and I on the Twitter and especially on Facebook for you to get involved. So please follow us on Twitter at Substance TV. Search us on Facebook for Substance TV and enjoy this.
The link is over
the
here
whole
in the
week.
corner.
Yeah, it's over there.
Check it out.
Right there. And you'll be able to hear this the whole week through, which I don't know if that's
And
a positive
subscribe
thing.
to us too on iTunes.
Yes,
We're
we
on iTunes.
We
It's
are
a really
on
easy,
iTunes.
nice way to get hold
And
of us.
hey, give us a review and stars. We have no reviews and stars, so I'm just going to ask for it. Why not? Give us a review with some stars. Give us rating. You know, whatever you want to give us. 4. I'm not going to ask for a 5. We'll go for a 4 on that. And,
For a 4.
I don't want to be greedy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't want to be greedy with that stuff. So I think it's great. And the other thing is, if you follow us on Twitter and Facebook, every Wednesday we're going to post next week's topic we're talking about every Wednesday on our Facebook and Twitter. So if you want to know what we're going to be talking about next week, you got to follow us on Facebook or Twitter or both.
And if you want your topic to be covered, let us know what it is.
Let us know on Facebook and Twitter. That's the place to be, man. To let us know, to interact with us. It is like the bathhouse for Substance TV and Boomzies.
Oh, God.
Yeah. We all just hang around there in our
All right.
towels.
Hand cut.
Naked.
Hand cut.
Naked. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it very much. And for Brian.
And Landon.
We'll see you next week for another insightful issue of Boomzies.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.